Good afternoon, everyone. It's another Facebook Live here on Plymouth Live. This one, as is always the case, a little bit different. But this one is different today because we are talking about a new campaign that has been launched. And it's been launched across the country, but it applies to Plymouth as well. And that is the Don't Trash Our Future campaign. So we're going to be talking about littering and the problems that is, bringing not only to Plymouth but also the country. So we're here with Don't Trash Our Future. As we know from kind of literally recent days, Plymouth has had a little bit of a littering problem. It was only in the past week that there was a tremendous amounts of litter left on the Prince Rock playing fields. In Plymouth city centre as well, we've also had loads of these new signs put up that say don't be a tosser, asking people to rethink when they are littering and whatnot. And that's what we need to talk about today, because we've got a campaign that we would love everybody to join in with, to help make littering less of an issue and to make Plymouth a better place. So I'll turn the camera around so you can actually see what's written on the board behind me, which is this. And please write in your comments if you've experienced littering. I know in a lot of our local community pages you've been writing about people fly tipping and littering, all that sort of stuff in areas near you, and we know that it affects you, and that's what we want to talk about. So if we come over here, we've got Tom from In Your Area. Can you just explain to everybody watching what the Don't Trash Our Future campaign is about and what it's really important that people try and do to get involved?
Absolutely, thank you, Erin. I'm from InYourArea.co.uk, which is a local news and information community network. We've joined forces with Clean Up Britain, who are the campaign group, obviously trying to make Britain a bit tidier, a bit cleaner. Don't Trash Our Future has launched because we've all had enough of littering, basically, and we want to make long-lasting changes that will mean that the consequences of littering are taken far more seriously, that they are far more serious, and that we stamp it out once and for all. So what we're calling on people to do in the first instance is head to don'ttrashourfuture.co.uk, sign our petition there. That's calling for two things. The first one is to raise the maximum on-the-spot fine for littering to £1,000. The second is to make it compulsory for local councils to use their powers to police littering and to issue those fines. We're also proposing that if somebody can't pay that fine, that they do 100 hours of community litter picking, community cleanups, that kind of thing. The general message is that the consequences of littering need to be far more serious. It's a criminal offence. It's not really treated as one at the moment, and that's something that we need to change to really get it stamped out.
And the website that people can sign up is the one that's just written on the screen behind the truck there, isn't it? Which is InYourArea.co.uk/DTOF. And you've been going all around the country, haven't you, trying to encourage people to sign up?
Yeah, we've got a lovely inconspicuous van here that's been on a few stops so far. So we've done London, Bristol, Cardiff. This is kind of the second leg. So we were in Exmouth this morning. We're up here overlooking Dartmouth this afternoon. We're out to Cornwall tomorrow. Next week it's up to Edinburgh. So yeah, a bit of a kind of whistle-stop tour across the country. This is really the kind of visual side of it, and we're hoping as many people see this as possible. But it's crucial that you guys join in and sign that petition and share it and spread the word as well.
And you working with, it's Clean Up Britain as well that you're working with. Can you just talk a little bit about that partnership and how that's going to work?
Clean Up Britain, they're a great campaign group. They've been fighting for change for a long time, so we're really happy to be able to give them a bit of extra audience and to get this in front of more people. Their thinking, and we are obviously in agreement with it, is that it's all very well doing sort of local community litter picks, and we'll obviously support people doing that kind of thing as well, but we need to go right to the root of the problem and force behavioural change to try and stamp littering out, and by raising the fine and making it a much more serious offence, that's the way to go about doing that, and that's kind of where they're coming from. So they're quite a strong campaign group. They've also got loads of great backing that's been put behind this campaign. So Jeremy Paxman is an ambassador. We've had Kenny and Gabby Logan getting behind it. JB Gill from JLS is one of our ambassadors. Lorraine Kelly's tweeted about it. Loads of really good backing, which is great to see.
And in Plymouth, we've had, as a lot of people are commenting, there's been a really big littering problem up at Prince Rock, but it's not just there. People are also mentioning things about, dog poo bins and also face masks being left on the floor, which is particularly prevalent in this kind of COVID era. And that applies to all of it, doesn't it, the campaign that you're trying to push forward?
Absolutely. And it obviously what we're trying to do, we really believe in, but fundamentally it's up to everybody to stop it. We can put the fine up to whatever it might be, but if people don't take personal responsibility, whether it's cleaning up after your dog, whether it's putting your disposable face mask in a bin, it's a simple thing, isn't it? And we're up here now, there's Costa cups and stuff discarded in the verges. If you've gone to the effort of buying a cup of coffee or whatever, or a face mask, it's not too much just to get rid of it properly and responsibly. It's quite selfish and arrogant not to, actually, because it really spoils what's otherwise a wonderful country for everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in Plymouth, we are Britain's ocean city, so it's nice to see it looking gleaming and smart. And just very quickly then, towards the end of this Facebook Live, could you just remind everybody the specific aim of this and how they can sign up to help, just if anyone missed it and joined late?
Sure. So you can head to InYourArea.co.uk/DTOF, or you can go to don'ttrashourfuture.co.uk. They all take you to the same website. On there you'll find our petition. That's got about 30,000 signatures on it at the moment. We need to get that to 100,000. At that point we can try and push that towards the UK Parliament. What we're asking Parliament to eventually do is to raise the on-the-spot fine for littering to £1,000, or alternatively 100 hours of community service, which would be litter picking, community cleanups, that kind of thing, and to write it into law that local councils must enforce that policing of littering.
Amazing, thank you very much. If we just zoom in on the screen a tiny bit, that is the link that you can follow to help sign up and join this campaign. Plymouth is just one of many stops on this kind of countrywide tour for Don't Trash Our Future. But there it is, InYourArea.co.uk/DTOF, and the DTOF stands for Don't Trash Our Future. And like Tom was just saying, this is all about tidying up places all around the country, making it better and not trashing our future. And he just highlighted here, there is an example of littering in action that's just been left, on the way into Dartmoor. We're really lucky down here in Plymouth that we've got access to beaches and the moors, and it's a shame that things like this are just kind of left behind at the side of the road. So that's what we're asking, teaming up in your area and Clean Up Britain, and the campaign, which is now flipped around over my shoulder, but it's the Don't Trash Our Future campaign. A lot of you commenting. It seems like this is something that everybody is really passionate about. So anything that you can do to help and do your bit to kind of reduce littering in the area is greatly appreciated. But like Tom said, signing this petition, they need 100,000 signatures to get it taken to Parliament, to become a proper thing, to get this increased fine and put in for littering. So do take a look at the link behind me over my shoulder, InYourArea.co.uk/DTOF, and keep Plymouth tidy. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening.